Okay, it's January the 21st. I'm looking at the moon hologram, and I'm just gonna check it out. Well, the orbs are at their usual. There's a lot of clusters. That means they're energized because it's full moon tonight. And this is by no means that's the orbs nuclei. There are all those white orbs. Got the larger nucleus, which is the moon hologram, within a larger nucleus, and that nucleus, which is the orb cluster, which itself is part of the rest, with the orbs in space that are beyond, first to our sun, and then, you know, other constellations throughout, connected one way or the other, and they're all in communication, and no one really knows how they come. I think it's through sound. And also electromagnetic energy, as well as just level of vibrational frequencies, sound and motion. In terms of movement, from place to place, motion of them just vibrating. Now they can't explain why they can't. I have explanations for that, and there's a number of them. Been working on my videos and photos of include them in those videos when I put them out. Try and explain in writing. Filmed so far and done so far on my channel, or so everything on my channel is real. Hologram has a line all the way down to the ground. You can see I'm no X at all right now. But even when you come closer, you can see anywhere else. It's not going up. It's not going to the side. It's going right to the ground. So I'll have to figure out why that is. But I haven't figured out why it just goes down to the earth. How come it does the moon hologram from many angles? So, you know, previously Wait. I think I saw it up. Just as I said it doesn't go up, there it goes. That's not a camera thing. Okay, that's not a reflection or anything else. Right now. That red line is the, and it lets things either in or out, but selectively. And it does that to let them charge up. That are really, you can see look how much it's jumping. I have to look at all the orbs. To adjust this. Okay. Okay, now I'm moving the camera. See those black piles right there? Those are orbs. But they're not as active as those little white ones right there next to them. The moon hologram is that it's all layer upon layer of layers of orbs, just all moving with vibrations, frequency, and a different velocity. They all work together. They all have specific roles in the way to hold the orbs there. But this is energy organisms, they're alive. You know, they can be matter because they can transform into matter and shapes by clustering into different shapes, because the orbs come in all sizes, smaller particles to you know, really huge things like stars, and you see that just like, because they'll choose the type of orbs they need, they'll change into the colors that they need, and they'll create any kind of an organism. Smart indeed. See how that's when it shifts into a different vibrational frequency. Green, or it can be blue, it can be various colors. You have to get it just right. I mean, besides the oars moving a lot. Let's back it off to see all those objects coming at it. And see the oars moving too much, but at least you see where the clusters are. I have to put this on slower because I have it in really fast zoom. Okay, so this is me moving the camera. Okay, notice how perfectly the full moon is. Okay, you don't see that perfect circle in nature all that. Make a video because I'm moving it around so much, but to pay attention, shaky or not. But these things are intelligent, and they do come to Earth. They are on Earth. And there's that big explosion on the moon in 2000. It was a meteor shower or something. But all of them that were blown this way wound up staying here for orbs. You know, every few hundred years, or they could just have that kind of an explosion to send orbs out, because they could live just about anywhere. World War II helmet. Yeah, looks like a saucer. Right there, the white thing with the black dot right on the that looked that way, I mean. This one up back's too far. That looks like a saucer. Hold on. Yeah, that's where that hexagon should be. Back it off. Okay, so that white thing that looks like a British helmet, World War II type, that looks like a saucer. A big one too. Let's see. Anyway, it's too cold for that kind of stuff. I can't. I'm gonna get the other camera and take some still shots. Let's see. And it's not. This is close to the moon, but look at all of it. Okay, it's January the 21st, 2016. It's now 20 to 9 p.m. I'm looking at the moon hologram, or cluster nucleus. And I'm just going to check it out. orbs are at their usual fast pace. There's a lot of clusters that are lit up. That means they're energized because it's full moon tonight. And this is by no means sunlight reflection or any sort. That's the orbs revolving around counterclockwise around the nuclei that are all those white orbs, large and small, that make up the larger nucleus, which is the moon hologram itself. Okay, so it's many nuclei within a larger nucleus, and that nucleus, which is the moon hologram, is part of an even larger orb cluster, which itself is part of the rest of space because it's interconnected with the orbs in space that are eventually connected to stars and beyond. First to our sun, and then, other stars besides our sun, even in different constellations throughout the entire universe. They're all interconnected one way or the other, and they're all in communication with one another, and no one really knows how they communicate, but I think it's through sound. And also electromagnetic energy frequencies, as well as just their level of vibrational frequency as well. So it's sort of like electrical, sound, and motion, but not motion in terms of movement from place to place, motion of them just vibrating, that sort of motion. So I think those are the three ways that they communicate with one another. So I heard on the news that NASA's jumping on my bandwagon. Now they can't explain why they can't see certain stars. I have explanations for that, and there's a number of them, and I've just been working on my videos and photos of Sirius, and I will include them in those videos when I put them out. I have a whole bunch of footage, so I will try and explain in writing what the possibilities of something like that could be and what the reasons are. But everything I've said so far, filmed so far, and done so far on my channel is the truth, and it's all facts. I've made no attempt to make things up or to fake anything or anything like that. Everything is everything on my channel is real. I want to just go back over here. You see that line there, how the moon hologram has a line all the way down to the ground? You can see it right there. This is like the I'm no X at all right now, but even when you come closer you can see it better. Okay, you see it's not going anywhere else. It's not going up. It's not going to the side. It's going right to the ground, meaning to the earth. So I'll have to figure out why that is, because I've seen that before many times, but I haven't figured out why it just goes down to the earth. How come it doesn't go all over in different directions? And I've shot the moon hologram from many angles, so it should have happened previously. Wait. I think I saw it up. Just as I said, it doesn't go up. There it goes. It's up. Okay, and that's not a camera thing. Okay, that's not a reflection or anything else. And neither is that blue thing that's pulsing around. That's not a reflection either. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, this here, that red line, is the electromagnetic field that I'm talking about all the time, that acts like a selective membrane on a cell, and it lets things either in or out, but selectively. And in this case, it's these orbs that it lets in or out selectively. And it does that to let them charge up. And you can see that it doesn't matter really. You can see look how much it's jumping. I'm not moving the camera right now. Camera is on a stand. See the jumps? I have to look at all the orbs. Yeah. I just have to adjust this. Okay. Okay, now I'm moving the camera. See those black piles right there? They're all large clusters of orbs, but they're not as active as those little white ones right there next to them, or the ones on this side. The thing about the moon hologram is that it's all layer upon layer upon layer, like, I don't know, like billions of layers of orbs, just all moving, and each layer is at a different vibrations frequency and a different velocity, and the orbs, although they all work together, they all have specific roles in the way the hologram operates and that nucleus operates. Because after all, the nucleus is the thing that charges up all the orbs, like there, you know, all of them. All of them. Okay, see how they move? So this is the thing the scientists are calling dark matter, but this is energy organisms. They're alive, they're intelligent, and they're not, you know, they can be matter because they can transform into matter just by clustering into it. And that's how they make different shapes, by clustering into different shapes, because the orbs come in all sizes. They come from like subatomic, even smaller particles, to you know, really huge things like stars and even larger. I mean, so you could see that just by clustering, they can create any shape they want, because they'll choose the type of orbs they need, large and small, and the colors, they'll change into the colors that they need, and they'll create any kind of an organism that's, you know, a living organism, and or else they can create just inanimate matter, like any shape. So that makes them very smart indeed. See how that field gets green sometimes? That's when it shifts into a different vibrational frequency. Normally it's red, and it shifts to green or It can be blue. It can be various colors. You know? You have to get it just right. It's hard to see anything when you're this close. I mean, besides the orbs moving a lot. That's what I had to do with Sirius the other night, was back it off to see all those objects coming out of it. You know, if you back off like this, I mean, you don't see the orbs moving too much, but at least you see where the clusters are. And then you can just move in too close. I have to put this on slower because I have it in a really fast zoom. That's in case something comes up that's moving really fast. I'll catch it. Okay, so this is me moving the camera around. Just to show you that the orbs are very active. They're very cooperative, they all work together. Okay, notice how perfectly the full moon is like a perfect circle. Okay, that doesn't happen normally. Okay, you don't see that perfect circle in nature all that much. Okay, there's always like a flaw, but that's like a perfect circle. So this is going to be a shaky video because I'm moving it around so much, but the idea is to pay attention, shaky or not. And the idea is to understand that these things are intelligent and they do come to Earth. They are on Earth, they breathe on Earth. And there's that big explosion on the moon in 2009. I don't know if we bombed it or it was a meteor shower or something. But when it exploded, the pressure wave, I could feel it. It went like right through me. And all of them that were blown this way wound up staying here. And they never went back. So now they're breeding over here. But they've been here before. This could be like a natural thing for orbs. You know, every few hundred years or every 1,000 years or every few thousand years, they could just have that kind of an explosion to send orbs out from the moon into space, and wherever they land is where they stay, because they could live just about anywhere. That's an interesting shape right there. That thing that looks like a British World War II helmet. Looks like a saucer. Right there, the white thing with the black dot right on the front. I've seen saucers that way, that look that way, I mean. Just want to back off. That's too far. That looks like a saucer. Hold on. I'm holding the camera in my lap to see it because the moon is, the moon hologram is so high. Yeah. Okay, it's definitely a saucer shape. That's where that hexagon should be. I gotta back it off. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a saucer shape. Okay, so that white thing that looks like a British helmet, World War II type. Okay, with the black dot right in front. That looks like a saucer. A big one too. Let's see. Man, at such a high zoom, if you just breathe, this thing moves so much. Anyway, it's too cold for that kind of stuff. I can't play around too long. I'm gonna get the other camera and take some still shots because it's too high. The hologram, the moon hologram is too high for the stand, and I have to hold it. Let's see. Yeah. There's definitely something next to it, and it's not. Man, that's a lot of words all over. I'm moving the camera all over the sky. This is close to the moon. But, yeah, could even see them flying off. But look at all that. So these are energy, organisms or entities, whatever you want to call them, but they can change into matter. just by clustering together, they can immediately change into something that's material, whether it's living matter or not. It could be animate or inanimate. You see the different sizes of orbs? But they could be minuscule, so small that even an electron microscope can't see them. And that's why these organisms are so successful. They can exist, on any level, in any sort of environment. And they really reproduce in a big way, exponentially, and there's just more and more, and the whole universe is just them. I think everything is made out of these things at the rate they're multiplying. It has to be. I mean, look, just going all over. You see? I'll just let it sit there for a while. And this is like really far out. It's nowhere close to the moon hologram or anything. And you can see the ones that are charged up, they've already been in the moon hologram. Those white ones, they're charged up. You can see by the color which are more charged than others, like the blue ones are the least charged, and the white ones are the most charged, and the other ones are in between charge. So they're going to be going in soon, trying to get through to that membrane. That's an electromagnetic field, but it's going to take them a lot of effort to get in, because until they're expired in energy, or their energy is expired, they're not getting in. It's on a need to get energy basis, the way they're let in into that nucleus, because they can't let too many in all at once. It'll use up the energy that's being created, so they have to be careful how many orbs they let in to charge up at one time. And this all happens like really fast. It's already like I don't know how slowed down this is, but this is like if it was a person running, you'd have to wait for the next step. I mean, even if it was like a track star, the fastest man on earth, you'd be waiting for him to make the next step. He'd be like in such slow motion. So this is already a slowed down version. They move a lot faster than this. And that's why, you're unaware that the moon hologram is an orb cluster. Even here on Earth, when you look in the air is full of these things, but you can't really see them because they're moving so fast. There's no way your perception or your eyes or any part of your perception, you just can't detect them. And we don't even have instruments that can detect them. The only thing we can detect is that there's energy in space, and we can't explain what it is, and we call it dark matter. But it's really not matter. It's energy, which can be matter, at will. And this is no way, for scientists to talk. If they don't know something, they should just say, we don't know what this is. Not make up stories and jump on other people's ideas and say it's their discovery. Anyway, enough of that. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you get the idea, because I'm making these videos for the people, not for the scientists. They're too stubborn to listen anyway. Okay, that's it for this video. Sorry about the shaking. I had to hold the camera in my lap because the moon hologram is so high up. But anyway, you got to see orbs the way they move in slow motion. And because you can't see them at their normal speed, it has to be like this. Okay, thank you for viewing. I'm going to get the other camera